Hey, beautiful people. Welcome back to the garden. How are ya? All right, it is a hot day here. Let me tell you, it is hot and we'll be working in the shade in the rose walk. We've got some good things happening today. Do you see this empty bed right here? Well, not empty anymore because we have a weed that's growing in there so healthily, right? This is the bed that belonged to Munstead wood that we removed earlier this season. I removed them late April. I had ordered a replacement from Munstead, which came in with the bare root, with the potted rose season from David Austin's. I think it came in, around the end of May, right around May 20th. I've had Munstead sitting on the driveway for about a month now, and it is time to get him planted. So I'm going to come in and we're going to clear out his bed. I'm actually going to do a bit more work than I normally would. I'm going to go ahead and remove as much of the soil as possible to replace it with fresh soil so that the newly planted Munstead woods are going to have an absolutely awesome time getting established in the space and doing what they do. All right, doing what they do best. All right, this is our rose walk. People, I'm trying to keep up with the garden. Can I tell you, it is getting hot, and as it gets hot, my presence in the garden just gets more, what's that word? Reduces, gets more limited. I know it slows down, right? Because it's hot. But what I've been trying to do is to get out here every evening and for maybe an hour or so a day to try to see if I can get at least something done so that I can keep on top of the little garden maintenance that's needed in terms of weed. And like, what in the world is this? Look at this. Look at this weed winding its way around I'm just seeing it, and I was out here this morning winding its way around the hydrangeas. What is that? I'll have to find the very bottom and pull it up from the bottom. But all right, but yeah, to keep up on things like that, that's exactly what I'm talking about, right? I got to make sure that I get out here at least once a day just to spend time in different sections of the garden so that I don't lose control of the entire garden. Now, some updates have happened since you saw me last. We are in the rose walk, right? As you can see, the roses are, Gertrude Jekyll is on the quiet side right now. The poet's wife, she has been doing her thing. Lovely energy from the poet's wife. And our bobo hydrangeas, they have started to push out their panicles, and they're about to turn to that nice, beautiful white that we're loving with the bobos. And our alliums are starting to peek through. Right. And outside of the alliums, we've got the endless summer hydrangeas that are now, the blooms are now faded. They bloomed for such a long time. I was pretty satisfied with these endless summer hydrangeas. First time seeing them bloom like this, and I really loved it. I really enjoyed it. I need to go ahead and deadhead. I'm actually going to deadhead them. And then I'm going to see if they're going to push up that new growth for me, because this is supposed to be a reblooming hydrangea. It'll be awesome to see them bloom. Right? This space right here. If you remember, we had Emily Bronte. Yes, we had Emily Bronte here. I had to take Emily out. I removed Emily from this space last week. And I had to, because Emily was suffering from black spot, and Emily was just not happy here. And she was crying out to me, Naomi, help me, move me from this space, please. And so I did. Right? I've taken her from this space, and I have put her in the back garden. And I'll let you see the difference, right? We're in the rose walk now, so you've seen all that nice, beautiful shade, right? This is the back garden, just to peek over the gate. Do you see the sun? Right, so she is now sitting in full sun all day. She's been placed in the bed with Bosco Bell, and I'll make sure that I take you over there. If not in this video, in the next video, I'll take you over to take a look at her. But I did cut her back quite a bit before we moved her, and I'm hoping that she's going to settle into the space and do well. And I think she will, because she needed the sun, right? So now we have this empty space right here that we need to think about what we want to do. The options are, of course, another rose, or I do have an hydrangea sitting on the driveway that we could add to this spot. right? So we need to figure it out whether we want to do another rose or pop in a hydrangea. Okay, and finally, let's look at Gertrude and Jekyll. Boy, I know I can show you so many things. We came out to do one thing, yet I'm showing you everything on the rose walk. But listen, Gertrude is doing something really interesting again. I thought Gertrude was going to push out all of this new growth, so all of this nice fresh growth. I thought she was going to push that out and push out buds on there and just be ready to flower all over again for me. And look, covered in new growth. But guess what Gertrude is doing? She doesn't have any buds on them. Stop it. She's doing the same thing she did last year, where she is just pushing up a lot of growth. And very, look, she gave us a flower, but very few buds to speak of. Now, after she flowered this spring, I did cut her back. I went and cut back all those little laterals, no matter how short they were. This is evidence of it right here. See if I can get you one right there. Do you see this one? I cut all of those back. And then what she did, she sent out new lateral shoots for me, right? So this right here is a lateral. And look at this one. This one's about a mile long. This is actually another lateral that she sent out, right? At least 3 feet. Well, okay, fine. It's not 3 feet, but it's at least 2 feet tall. Okay. And on it, she has not one bud. I'm like, oh, so I don't know if Gertrude is going to do this where she sends out all this growth and then no flowers for me for the rest of the season. I hope she doesn't do that. Because if she does, it's going to be quite complicated in terms of figuring out what to do with her. Because, as you all know, I'm new to gardening, right? And this is the first time that I have trained a climbing rose. And I expected that when I had cut her laterals back, that the new laterals that she pushed out, she would have flowered on those. Because that's what all the literature says, right? But I don't know. This little baby has her own things going on. She has a bud on this one. Right? She has her own plans. And they just don't seem to be aligned with mine. But that's all right. At least she's still healthy. Right? Vanessa Bell. Vanessa Bell was cut back quite a bit. Oh, Vanessa Bell, after her first flush this season, she was way too tall for me already. So I did not, and when I pruned her in the spring, I did not take her down low enough. So when she actually flowered this spring, she was already standing over 5 feet, which is way too high for me. So once she flowered, I came back in and cut her down again, right? What I believe is a more manageable height. And this is her rebounding from that cutback. She is putting out new buds, right? On all of that new growth, which is beautiful. And she does look healthy. And so I'm hoping that we will get a very nice second flush from her later on in the season. Olivia Rose Austin did not do much in terms of growth. Olivia, this has been Olivia this year. She didn't flower as much, right? And nor has she sent out as much growth as I'm used to, as we're used to, right? But she's got some flowers going on and she is getting ready. I do see buds, all right? She is getting ready to give us a second show here, which I'll definitely appreciate later on. But yeah, but she just did not grow as much as she normally does. I don't know if I missed something this year, but definitely something that I have to keep an eye on. All the other roses look not so well, but Desdemona, they've swapped over. Desdemona, who struggled last year, is actually one of my best performers on the rose walk this year. This is her getting ready for her second flush. All right. And she is loaded with new buds and new growth. Let me pull back so you can see her. Looking good, right? All right, so enough looking at the rose walk, people. Let's get to work. Let's get the rose walk back to what it should be, which is getting Munstead wood back in place. Let me tell you, I love Munstead wood. My walks to the rose walk have been limited because Munstead wood has not been here. And now finally he's going to be added back to the space and all is right in my garden again. I love him. He's a love of my life, man. But he is a wonderful rose. Smells gorgeous, blooms beautifully, absolutely gorgeous rose. Right, it's going to take me a minute. I'm going to put this on time lapse. I'm going to get this part done very, very quickly for you. And then we're going to go ahead and get Munstead wood planted. All right. All right, I'm going to get to work and I'll see you guys in a few minutes. No idea what this is. Can I tell you? No idea. Oh, it smells weird too. All right, here we are. Hopefully my mic is working and the audio is good. All right, we've got the 3 new holes, fresh soil, compost, and I'm actually going to add some earthworm castings. Um, all of this is being done to ensure that the new roses that I plant are going to be happy in the space. Because I had roses here previously, it is recommended that you change the soil when you're going to be planting that new rose. If you, in the event that you can't change the soil, you can heavily amend with organic matter. Now, I think you're looking, I don't know if you can see it, you're seeing 2 roses right there, right? 2 potted roses. You're like, Naomi, you did 3 holes, right? Like, yes, I did. Because, let me show you something real quick. I want to make sure this is mixed in. Just a second. All right, what I would like to show you is that one of the roses that I got in, I do apologize for the weird sounds that I'm making. It's these little flies, all right? But this rose looks like it broke on me. And instead of being distressed about it, what I'm thinking is that I can probably make 1 too, right? I need to deadhead. Look at this little baby Munstead trying to bloom. Oh, my baby. Can you see him? Look at that. Oh, my baby. All right. So I'm thinking I can probably make this 1 too since it's already divided in terms of the root ball, right? I'm going to tease it away very gently because I'm not sure what is going to happen. And I will put it in a separate hole. Right? And that's why I have 3 holes instead of 2. Okay. Oh, I forgot to water my babies. Let's give them a little more water before I take them out of the container. And it looks like, I don't know if this was done intentionally, but it looks like they did 2 plugs per container rose. Right? So I know I showed you this one, right? Let me make sure the camera is seeing where I am. Okay, here we are. So this is the one that I'm going to try to divide because it looks like it's already divided, right? It looks like 2 separate plants. The other one, let me show you, does have the same look to it. So I don't know if they had intentionally put 2 plugs in 1 container, because this also looks like 2 separate plugs to me, but I will plant this one as 1. And that one, because they're so separated, I'm going to plant it as 2. All right. And I think we'll put this one at the front, more prominent one, and then we'll put the 2 smaller ones at the back. Let's go ahead and finally get our new Munstead woods in. As I plant them in, green thumb, love, and energy for my babies, that they will be okay in the holes. Hopefully I amended the hole enough. Hopefully having a fresh soil in there. Hopefully all of that good stuff was just done right so that our roses are going to be happy. All right. This is number 1. Let me make sure you are seeing where we are. Oh, yes, you are. Get you in a little bit closer here. Oh, there you go. That is better. Let's tilt you down a bit. There we go. So now you're right with me as we plant them. All right, here we go. All right, Mommy. I'm attempting to get you in your hole, baby. Work with me now. There we go. All right. Oh, you want to see the roots? Not much, right? But being as lovely as they are, so the fact that they're DA roses, they should grow well. Whew. This flies, it's the flies that's troubling me, people. I apologize that I keep doing that. Just waving my hands thing. All right. This one looks good. What'd you think? I think it looks good too. Oh, gosh. Let's get it in. Actually worked. A lot of soil didn't come out, which is good. All right. Planting number 1. Ooh, I didn't know if you can see those little flies around me. Mercy, man. All right. Oh my gosh, Munstead Wood is back. Munstead Wood is back, people. He is back. This is good. All right, let's focus on number 2 here. This is the one that we are going to attempt to divide. All right, because it looks like it's already started the whole division process. We're just going to complete it. Oh man, I can't take this. I can't take these flies at all. Going to get me some off the next time I'm at the store. See if that will help. Oh, all right. I turned my hose on. Let's see. All right, people. This is the moment. So let us have some good energy going out right here, as I'm going to attempt to do something I know I should not. Whew. If it doesn't work, I'll just take that one and put it on the side. It's probably what I should have done and put the smaller one at the front. But let's see what happens. Oh, go away. Okay. All right. Put this one in. Oh, I should have measured it first before I did that. All right, people. I'm going to slowly tease this apart. Hope I don't regret it. It's a gentle tease. These flies are distracting me a bit. All right, so if this rose doesn't survive, you all know that it's my fault, right? It's not that I received a bad rose, it's that I tried to cut it in half. Oh man, seriously. Oh. This one's going to be a little unhappy with me because of the what I just did. Oh man. Uh-oh, my root ball broke apart, guys. These flies are distracting me and I've lost my root ball. All right, it's okay. Let's not be too panicked. Let's just work them apart gently, carefully, slowly. Those flies are driving me crazy. All right. Oh. All right, so here's one. Hopefully I have some roots on her. I'm going to put her in her hole real quick. Oh, baby, I'm so sorry I just stressed you out. I know, mommy. Do not be upset with me, okay? Cover you up immediately. Woo! Right now, that division did not go as smoothly as I would have liked because I was being tormented by these little flies. All right, but it's all good. We are going to still plant our baby. This is number 2. She does have her own little root ball. All right. All right, there she is. Whew. Oh man, I didn't even look to see if my distance is even. I just plug them on in here. Again, because of these little flies just annoying the life out of me. But it's all good. Take a look at her in a second. Oof. Don't be too upset with me, mommy. Please, girl. Let me take off your flower. Alrighty. Look at this little Munstead trying to bloom already. Alright, baby, I'm going to cut you all the way back here because I want you to do some more branching out for me. Alright, oh, this one had a little dead spot here. Let's take this off as well. And this one had flowered. Take him down to 5 sets. There you go. Encourage some branching, right? What do you all think? Whew, let's get these guys watered in. Not adding any sort of fertilizer at this point. All right. Just a nice drink of water. Okay, beautiful people, and this is it. Munstead Wood is back in the rose walk, and all is well in the world. Listen, I missed him. I'm happy that he's now planted here. The space already feels complete. Now, again, what we did, just a quick recap, right? We removed the soil from all 3 planting holes. I came in with fresh soil and compost, cow manure, earthworm castings to fill those holes, and then planted our new babies. We had 2 Munstead woods. One was already sort of divided, right? So I divided it completely into 2, and those are the ones at the very back of the planting. Fingers crossed, right, that they are going to be okay. I'm going to expect that maybe they're going to show a little sign of stress, right? Because I just pulled their root ball apart. It did not go as smoothly as I had planned because I was just really I was being attacked by these little flies, right? But they are now separate and in their own planting holes. We may see a little bit of leaf drop. We may see some yellowing, but there were roots on both sections. So I'm expecting Munstead Wood to root in well and be beautiful, right? Green Thumb Love and Energy out to all of the planting that we just did. As always, lots of love out to my Munstead Wood. We are going to have a red charm or red fragrance or red energy back in the space, and I am loving it. I feel good already. All right, you stuck it out with me, right? You stayed with me from start to finish, and I appreciate it. I know it could not have been easy. So thank you so much. Thank you so much for having joined me for yet another beautiful day in the garden. As always, you are awesome. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see ya. Look at the rose walk again. I'll let the rose walk say, I'll say goodbye looking at the rose walk, right? I'll see ya in the next video. Thanks for watching, guys. You are absolutely, totally, and altogetherly awesome. Bye.